Okay, so let's see. How should I refer to you, or how should we refer to you?
Bagel, or yeah, just bagel, lowercase.
Okay, perfect. Okay, Wilbo. I think I've got that here, and the thumbnail is correct. Now let me go ahead and pin this to the top of Twitch chat. I could do some admin stuff if you tell me how. Okay, cool, Mike. That would be wonderful. Give me 1 second. A hype train, holy shit. Yo,
Oh,
thank you, Zotri, holy fuck. Oh man, that's awesome. I'm gonna tag the Big Mo Jam with your, are you in the Big Mo server?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And are you just under Bagel?
Bagel or bagelosaurus? Probably bagel, yeah.
Interviewing Bagel, who developed WHL-B0 wheelbow. And let me link that. And yes, very good. I think everything is good. I think. Okay, hold on. Now playing. I wish there was a faster way to do this.
All good.
Oh, what did I just do? Now we've gone big mode. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Audrey. B0. I literally just missed the exclamation point, and then I accidentally backed out of my entire Twitch manager. Pin this message, not for 20 minutes, you weirdo. So strange. Okay. I think we've been situated.
Sweet.
Okay, so this is, let's go ahead and open your game page.
Mm-hmm.
And cool, the music does not stop when I navigate away from it. Made in 1 week for the Big Mo Jam 2025. All assets were made by me, Bagel, using Asprite, Logic Pro X, and Godot 4.2.1. Massive thanks to my hot wife for beta testing and endlessly supporting me. This is really funny, Bagel, because my friend who is a Jam compatriot literally highlighted this line and copied it to our home server and was just like, excuse me? And then I was like, oh, that's funny. I wonder who did that. But here you are in the flesh.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, this is my first solo Jam project and a lot of fun to make. I'm a little sad I couldn't end up building more levels, especially involving the jump upgrade, but there's a solid chance to come back and flesh it out more anyways. Retrieve owner's lost high school football trophy. He could have made state, you know? Wilva can only hold so much power, so choose your paths carefully. Find fancy upgrades in the underground to help get that trophy back. Heavily inspired by Block Dude and Celeste. Yes. I have not heard of Block Dude, but Celeste is pretty common here for inspiration.
Yeah. Block Dude, if you ever had a TI-84 graphing calculator, it was in the Puzz Pack games on that.
Nice.
Very cult niche following.
Yeah, well, awesome. Here we are. So, how did you get involved in the Big Mo 2025 Game Jam?
Well, I think I saw something about it. Like, I've always watched Dungy, and I saw Big Mode kind of come to be a thing, right? Heard about the game jams, and never really had the time to do it. And then I saw it was going on in a couple days, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of free this week, so might as well kind of just hop in, you know?
Yeah, awesome. Do you participate in a lot of game jams?
Not really. I think this is my 5th overall, and kind of only the 3rd or 2nd one I've actually ended up submitting something. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
But first solo one.
Yeah, awesome. Did you have other people that you wanted to have on board, or did you just want to get?
I just wanted to do it solo. I mean, I was thinking of reaching out to a couple friends, but every time I've worked with them, they're awesome and they're great devs. I just don't really like working remotely on game jam projects. I feel like the energy comes from working together on it. If it's a longer term kind of thing, it's fine, but I feel like once there's this sort of crunch, then it just gets it's a little hard for me, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean crunch comes through us all, and it's very difficult for all of us.
Oh yeah.
It's just the nature of things. It's funny though because like I don't know. I guess I always like procrastinated on homework and stuff, but when I do actually want to do something, it's just crunch all the time.
Same.
Yeah. So the theme was power, and it's funny because like in 2023 when we were doing the Big Mo Jam for the first one, and you probably caught it, but we were also participants in the first jam. Most of the people on our server and I. When we did that, the theme was mode. We anticipated the theme being big this time, but apparently not. What is this? A hype chest? What is a hype chest? I have no idea how this works. But anyway, so everyone was just like, man, mode is such a amorphous, shitty theme. Like, what do I even do with this? So then come to find out the theme was power, and a lot of people said the same stuff about power. I mean, we got a lot of electricity themed ones. I can already see your lightning bolt there. But how did you interpret the theme?
Like exactly like electricity, power, that kind of thing. I instantly kind of turned it towards like a resource management kind of angle. It was like my initial where my head went, and most of the games that I've really enjoyed developing and enjoy playing as well have been platformers. So I decided to kind of make somewhat of a more restricted platformer where resource management was kind of the deal, which I mean is the case in Celeste as well, but just limiting the scope even more, I guess.
Okay. So did your idea for the power theme take a lot of iterations? Did you take a lot of time to come to the final form of it?
No, I think I kind of really condensed on what I wanted to shoot for pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure, I just knew it was gonna be, you're gonna have this draining power meter. I knew I didn't want to make it synced with time so much as synced with your actions as a player. And then I also wanted it to be kind of a single resource, right? Power is the only thing that's really of importance in it, right? So any action that you take requires power, and that kind of guides and that kind of motivates finding sources of it, and completing puzzles and developing puzzles with that kind of mind frame, I guess.
Okay. I guess I'll find out when I start playing it, but yeah. So how much time were you able to dedicate to this, on
probably
average?
about 5 to 6 hours a day. Just after school.
Nice.
And so that was over the course of weeks, so maybe a little under 40 hours probably.
Okay. And is your school related at all to game dev as a profession?
No, it's a PhD program in physics.
Oh shit. I mean I guess that kind of could relate if you're well, no. I'm sure you're far past Newtonians. You're
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right, so I guess I'll start playing. WAC, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. I'm scared of not managing my resources correctly. Oh, yep, there we go. Nice. I do like the music, by the way. So you mentioned playing or using all those tools. Did you construct everything that I'm experiencing right now from scratch?
All the sprites, sound effects, music, all that.
Okay. All right. I feel like I'm doing something incorrect.
E to pick up the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm being suboptimal.
That's all good.
Wait, how do I... Oh, it's up. Yes. Okay, very good. This is nice. I like this.
Yeah.
So you said that you've participated in a few game jams, but would you say that you're fairly experienced in Godot by now?
I would say so. I'm experienced in my little niche of it, which is I guess pixel art and platformers, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kind of have my idealized workflow, and I really condensed it over the course of this jam, but I've been putting some time into more just like longer term project, with very similar like, I guess style, right?
Mm-hmm.
But very different like mechanics and like goals.
Okay.
But yeah.
So is this, you said this is sort of similar to that project, or?
Yeah. It's no shared art. Like I redid the whole like state machine and all that kind of stuff. But like in terms of like the path to code it, I like was pretty familiar with, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You figured out the basics. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I mean, it shouldn't be that difficult. You are a PhD student.
Well, I mean, it's I don't know. The more stuff you learn, the more you realize, at least in my experience, that everything is just jargon.
Yeah,
Everything's about as hard as anything else, but it's jargon.
Of course. Yeah, this is roughly game development is roughly the same as PhD physics.
Well, I mean, it's all research project in different ways, I guess.
Yes.
It's just at least with game dev, you get some level of feedback and.
Yeah, for sure. Let me do something really quick because I have just realized that I do not have my stream manager open. Yep. Bloop. And there we go. Okay. I'm really digging the atmosphere here. It's like the music is very nice and it's like kind of somber. Were you going for like a what was your like thought process in coming up with I guess the setting?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I definitely wanted it to be like pretty dimly lit because I guess I did have like aspirations to kind of make maybe like a dark room or something to like extra go into like the power theme, and maybe like you have to expend like a flashlight. But
have I soft locked myself?
Yes, you may have soft locked yourself. If you hit escape, you can restart the stage though. Yeah.
Perfect.
It is not a hard soft lock.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Sorry, but continue.
Yeah, I guess the setting just kind of cropped up naturally, I guess. I guess in the beginning I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool to like go down here as a little robot and then end up coming back out like the same way you came, but with like all your like new power-ups and stuff. But that aspect of it did not come to fruition.
Okay. So yeah, like how many of those ideas did you have that you had to cut then?
A lot.
A lot. Overscoped a lot.
Yeah, definitely overscoped, and honestly, like kind of like polished early, arguably. Like I feel like I gray boxed, so to speak, for maybe like the first couple levels, and I'm like, okay, let's make as much of a tile set as I need.
Yeah.
And then let's spend a day working on how to spoof these catenary curves just for room decor.
Oh yeah. I was gonna comment on the rope things, and how did you accomplish that?
Yeah, so I did a little sidetrack, like trying to do it with a shader, which feels like the right thing to do, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't really, all the implementations I saw, because catenary curves are like notoriously difficult to compute if they're at different like vertical points, if that makes sense.
I have no idea. I don't even know the word you're using.
So there's basically there's a fancy curve that's really like hard to compute. Like there's no like easy function for it, right? You kind of have to like, if you want to get a legit real one, you have to just full on simulate it. And at some point I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just drawing a bunch of mini line 2Ds along a like Bezier curve and then modulating the control point a little bit.
Okay. I mean, it works.
Yeah.
I also was recently fucking with just raw dogging drawing a line, and it's surprisingly like, I don't know, I'm sure it's performant or something, but
to do it in like shaders and stuff.
I don't know if you're here during Flight of the Verbal Flowers, but I was explaining how I'm a smooth brain when it comes to shaders. I just don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same. I like do it a tiny bit, but not enough to like pretend I have any level of proficiency.
Hmm. I feel closer to the solution, but I feel like I killed myself again.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, how long did it take for the assets to come together, would you say? Because you said you did a lot of preemptive polish, which does,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That was largely the bulk of it, I'd say. But I the framework that I kind of had put together for myself made it very easy to like, I kind of already knew how to like import them and make things like states and like what everything was like supposed to be object-wise. Like I didn't have to necessarily do too much of that learning curve in Godot. So that was good. Like I knew like things like, oh, don't use animated sprite. That's a trick.
Wait,
like
what?
That.
Is that a trick?
Well, I think it's a trick. I'm not a fan of because
hot take.
hot take. I know. I just go straight to animation player always and use a regular sprite.
Okay,
I'm not sure if there's any like performance downgrade, but it makes it so much easier to like sync anything that I need to sync, right?
Right. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah, because I've done something similar as well.
Yeah, so I don't even I won't bother with animated sprite 2D unless it's like the simplest possible thing I can like manage.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to put in my big brain here.
You're good. You're good.
I had this earlier, and I'm losing it. Oh, the darkness is coming for me. Okay. What was I gonna say? Right. So how did you come up with this puzzle mechanic? Because I am feeling big brain while playing this. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's kind of ripped from a Block Dude in terms of like the pick up and drop a block mechanic, as well as climbing. But that one doesn't have like resource like depletion or like resource management to like consider. So I guess I kind of just ripped that aspect of it, nearly one for one, arguably.
Okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I guess it's a jam.
Yeah, it's a jam. And it builds upon it in a couple ways because you can't really like drop blocks from above and stuff.
I did it. Hell yes. Wait, what is this?
Let's go.
What is this? What is this?
So that's the blaster. So now you can hit Q to blast that down.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of that, so were you going to get to tutorialization, or did I miss something?
I was.
Oh wait, it was probably in the description of the page, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, the controls were in there. But I also intended to do like little pop-up like UI elements when you were like near like here's the button you gotta press for this sort of spot, right?
Yeah.
But you know.
Okay.
I think that was one of the bigger like things I learned in the course of this jam was like reprioritizing a couple things.
Yeah, because you spent a lot of time preemptively polishing. I mean, the assets do look good, but
yeah, which and I don't regret it necessarily, but like because I feel like I did kind of stretch out, or like I stretched the muscle of like art design, which is nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, especially doing it like efficiently to some extent.
Right. If I do this, and then I what? And then I do that, and then I... Oop. I don't know if I did anything, actually. Was this necessary?
Doing something. You're staircasing.
I'm staircasing. Let's go.
That's what I call it staircasing.
I thought I was getting a block for this. Where am I going? Okay, I have a decent amount of energy to work with.
Yeah.
So if I like... shit. This is something that I have brought up a great many times, but actually, before I get to that, did you have a lot of playtesting done for this?
Not as much as I would have liked to, but I mostly just asked my wife to
yes, your hot
play
wife.
test it when my hot wife to play test it when she could. But she she helped a lot because believe it or not, you started with like less energy reserves essentially. Like you didn't have like an extra battery backup. You just had the like straight bar, and that was pretty intensive. Like it was just like very difficult. It like demanded that you like kind of try and get it right the first time, like very efficiently.
Right.
And so it was like way too strict, right?
Yeah.
Like you couldn't explore or like try anything.
Yeah.
And I still feel like the game as it is right now does have that like issue. And in hindsight, I'm thinking maybe like there should be like a visualization sort of phase where you kind of go in and like preemptively try and do it without like an energy drain requirement. But
Finally,
and
Blimp,
then,
Mike says that he's stuck in this room.
yeah, this room is the like make or break room, and this room is like one of my like every time I see one of my friends like play test it now, I'm just like, oh.
Are you sad? Like,
just a little bit. I think they're because it's kind of trying to teach too many concepts at once. I think. Because I think I could have designed it better with regards to like teaching staircasing, independent of like all the other stuff that it's kind of throwing in your face.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you know that's part of the jam process. It's a learning process.
Yeah, for sure, for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. So staircasing, I'm assuming there's some repetitive Rubik's Cube like ability, or not ability, but Rubik's Cube like configuration of things I could do to get the blocks out of here.
Yeah.
Like some kind of block siphon.
Yeah.
Alas, my brain is far too smooth. Something like no.
You're getting close.
I'm getting warm. I am but a silly little robot.
Yeah.
With only so much life.
He's truly Wheelbo.
Wheelbo. How did you come up with the name?
It felt right. I mean, my parents' dog was a Wilbur, and I knew when I animated him, I was like, I don't want to draw legs because I don't want to draw like walk cycles, so I'm giving him wheels. So Wheelbo.
Wheelbo. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a name for this phenomenon, but when you just like, if you've seen Steven Universe, for instance, there's a character called Frybo.
Oh yeah, and he says hair's just fries.
Yeah. I don't know what you call that naming convention where you just slap on something stupid to the end. Some whimsical little sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's efficient naming.
Yes, that's the technical term for it. It's very efficient. It's funny because like several languages do actually have something like that. I know like a rudimentary amount of Japanese, for instance, and a lot of girls' names are just some word followed by ko, which means like child. So it's just like you basically just slap ko onto the end of something, and the masculine equivalent would be o. So it's just like, yeah, it basically the same thing except a lot less silly sounding, I guess, to an English speaker.
Yeah, I feel like the English version was a lot less fun, where the last names are just like, that's your profession.
Yep. That's why there's so many Smiths, I guess.
Yeah. All the Smiths.
Holy shit. My wheelbow brain is my brain is not wheeled enough for this.
That's okay.
I'm gonna figure this out though. But okay. So did maybe I asked this already, but did this go through many iterations of like figuring out what your direction would be?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I knew that it was gonna be like puzzle platformer. I wasn't sure if like it was just gonna be a pure like room to room or like backtracking through rooms, that sort of like level of design element, but I definitely like went through a lot of iterations in terms of like what I thought was like a fun mechanic, and some would say that I'm still going through that.
It's okay. We're learning. We're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling like I feel with Rubik's Cubes, where I'm just like,
Yeah.
I know that there's a simple pattern that once you recognize it, you can just do it, and it's just a thing that you do as soon as you recognize it, but I'm just like, how do I staircase? I feel like I've already done it, and I just didn't notice how I did it.
You've done it a little bit. It's like, yeah, so I will say the staircase, all you'll need to do is move blocks in this room from, I'm bad with right and left. From right to left.
From right to left, yes.
The staircase blocks out of here.
I've been attempting, I think. Oh, just
So
like
the only block-
just funnel them.
Essentially, yeah. So like anytime you can make a move, particularly when they're towards the top of the staircase.
Particularly
the
when they're
higher.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try. Let's grab battery. So was your hot wife simply playtesting, or did she contribute in other ways?
She contributed in terms of like a lot of game design decisions that I was kind of waffling under, and that were just like she contributed the suggestion to like add the extra battery pack, so you can kind of you don't feel bad for like colliding with a battery when you like don't have enough power to like store it, right? And that was like really made a lot of like the level design easier, because beforehand I just had batteries everywhere.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
So that really simplified things.
Yeah. I figured it out.
Yeah, I see it.
Let's go.
You're
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Now I have to figure out how to use my newfound power. I guess I do it the other way now. I staircase this way, probably. Do I need to connect these 2 points? How the hell do I do that?
I will say it doesn't appear like you have enough blocks to do so.
It does appear like I don't have enough blocks to do so.
There is that other battery on the higher path, though.
Oh my god.
And this is why the power drain mechanic makes it a little. But hey, you learned how to staircase.
We're doing it. Oh man.
Yeah.
This is a. I don't. Wait. Did I fuck myself? No, I just need to staircase the block now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, up here. Something about the atmosphere and the lack of platforming mechanic, where you don't have a jump and stuff. It kind of reminds me of actually like there's this PS1 game that I played once because my babysitter had it or something. It's called Oddworld. I don't know if you've ever played.
Oh, like Oddworld Abe.
Yeah, Abe's Odyssey or something.
Yeah. I remember when I was like in high school or middle school, I watched the Game Grumps playthrough of that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I think that used to be a design philosophy people had back in the day. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I think there was like a jump, but it wasn't like a moving jump. It was like a.
Yeah, like sprint or something.
Yeah.
You had to have a long straightaway, if I recall correctly. What happened? Did I fuck myself?
Yeah.
Lamau. That's okay. Don't forget your blaster too. Yes, thank you, Barticus. Okay. Alright, so we're getting closer to the truth. To the Actually, is there a story that you're delivering here?
There were definitely iterations of the story in terms of scope. At first, it was going to be going to just go down and get like your owner's, like he lost his like MP3 player or something.
Okay.
And music would have kind of like a bigger component in it.
Is that why I hear all these somber tones in my ears?
Yeah.
I like it, by the way.
You
The
know,
music is very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, but I wanted to make more music for it, and kind of more like bops, I guess, as well, for like different sections, and kind of have more of like a progressive like sort of song build up, like with different elements coming in at different like points in the game, especially like as you get different like upgrades. But again, like that got scoped out very quickly.
Yes. Is clipping through this intentional?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Perfect. Nice. We made it.
Yep,
Incidentally, one of my compatriots here at the boneyard, where where we have congregated. By the way, this server is literally like over 90% people from the Big Mode Jam, the first one.
Oh, that's beast.
Yeah, so this is mostly a Big Mode. I joke that it's like a Big Mode refugee server, but a lot of us also were finalists or even winners of certificates and stuff. So one of those people who did win a certificate, Brain of Cubes, he made a puzzle platformer called Cogmo, which also had no jumping and featured a robotic character.
I did recognize that this was not like the most original.
Well, I'm not saying it's not original or anything. I'm just saying that what this reminds me of is that for that Big Mo Jam, Cogmo had 3 levels, and in the 3rd level, the puzzles, it's like a perspective puzzler, so you have a 3D perspective and an orthogonal 2D perspective, but with different mechanics. And in the 3rd level, the solution of it felt like a hack. Like, it felt like you're doing something you're not supposed to. And like he really agonized over it.
Yeah.
But we're all like, no, it's fine. Like, it was a jam, but like,
Yeah, that I will admit, whenever the character sprite clips into the like wall there, especially since the occluder is in there, it just like lights it up, and I'm just like, it's intentional.
It's intentional.
It's intentional.
Don't worry, it's a feature.
It's a lighting bug. It's just a lighting bug.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Do I aim my blaster down?
No, you had to kind of take a shot at it when it was down there. I'm sorry.
Really? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gifted my gift. Wait, what are you trying to say, Dafo? Gifted was my trying out some game. LOL.
Oh, they found that they got a gifted sub, I think.
Oh, okay.
Gifted. My bad. Was trying out game, I think.
Well, welcome. Yeah, you got a gifted sub. If you're familiar with the concept of game jams, this is one of the game jams being run for Video Game Donkey, the Big Mo 2025 game jam. We had 10 days to come up with a game from start to finish with the theme of power, and I'm currently talking with Bagel here, who made Wheelbow. So yeah, we're all participants from that jam. So yeah, if you're interested, you can... Okay, you're a participant. Cool. The way you said Cogmo had 3 levels sounded like the beginning of a fable that begins where the sun goes and I done something. Yes. They say that Cogmo had 3 levels. In the first level, he learned that, I don't know, murder is bad, probably. Okay.
The 3 parables of Cogmo.
Yes. But no, it's a great time. He's still working on that jam, by the way. And on that topic, do you see yourself taking this any further than where it is right now?
Potentially. I think it kind of depends on interest, maybe. But I think I definitely want to at least kind of get it to the point where I'm like, this is a finished product that I'm kind of happy with,
Okay. Yeah. I am a participant. Very nice. Helped make serious business if you saw that one. Dafo, I am a weird person, and it was the same as the Big Mo 2023 game jam, which I also participated in, but I literally just don't play any of the games unless I have the developer in the room with me doing it in this exact format. So yeah, I'm very interested in the community aspect of the game jams, so that's basically my standard. And there's 850 games, holy fuck. Like, especially if I'm doing this format, I simply don't have the time, like I don't have the days per day to do it.
I think I'm only through like 11, unfortunately.
Yeah. But I do enjoy grabbing some people and then being able to interview them about their dev process while I finish out their games. I
saw your message ping in Discord, and I thought that was really cool.
Nice. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean it's just a great time. Because a lot of us as indie developers of game jams, and oh fuck, I killed myself. Particularly game jam developers, hardly ever have a space to talk about these things, I guess. So it's like, who would? It's just like we made a tiny game and not very much time, and most of the time they don't go anywhere. You only hear about the big game jam games that get huge, like Hollow Knight or something.
Yeah.
Tunic, I think, also started as one.
You mean Hungry Night?
Yeah. I don't actually know. I don't know the joke. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I thought my understanding of Hollow Knight is that Team Cherry met at a game jam, but they made a game called Hungry Night with
Oh,
the main
yeah,
character
yeah.
just looked like the Knight in Hollow Knight, but it was like a completely different game.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They just wandered around in like an open field.
I heard that it wasn't even that popular.
No.
But
it was very different. But that's where they all met, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humble beginnings. Very cool. I'm feeling smooth-brained again. Let me figure this. Okay. Boop. I probably should have collected that battery first, but we're gonna just try this out and see where it goes. No, I can't grab that box down there. I'm gonna restart.
Yeah.
But yeah. Dafa, if you're interested, then we can play your game after. Mr. Lapel, developer of Carnomancy, which is also a great game that you should check out. I'm prioritizing the people that are in my server already, like the community that I built. A lot of my friends are here, so like I wanted to make sure to document theirs during the game jam. But another weird, like, I didn't think about this in these terms because last year I didn't know anybody in the server until I interviewed them. But it actually does help us in the popularity rankings to do this process because like then everybody checks out the game and then you get a boost. I only thought about it recently, but I was just like, wait a second, I have a disproportionate amount of jam winners in my server. I wonder if it's because like we were all just kind of helping each other out. Not saying that you should expect that from here, but
No, yeah. I think there's an aspect of, I don't know, just people who want to like, people who are driven to talk more about like game development and find others in like that community. Yeah.
Hey, Bagel, explain.
Yeah.
Bagel, explain.
Bug.
Okay, I'm fixed. It killed me though. The bug killed me.
Yeah. don't worry about that.
Yeah.
There's one other bug where sometimes, very rarely, a block will flip into another block. Thankfully, you can take the block out of the other block.
Okay. Let me... Wait, no, I should grab this battery first. If I grab this battery, I'm basically locked into this path up here, right? Because I clip through the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
And then once you get this battery, you have more than enough to fire a shot right there, right?
I have to get the height for it though, right?
Well, if you climb back up the staircase for that middle battery where it was.
Oh, wait a second. Oh my god. I didn't know how far the blaster goes. Is it just the whole screen?
It's the whole screen until it collides with an object.
Okay. Perfect.
I was gonna have it despawn at infinity at some point, but...
Okay. I mean, yes, there are mathematical limits on these things.
Yes.
Actually, for the last year's Big Mode Jam, right after that I did a 1 month long jam for the Boss Rush Jam. And, what the hell was it? Oh fuck, I did it again. It was an action game with a procedurally generated forest. And yeah, at large numbers, like the vertices on your rigging like start fucking up. Like, it's really funny.
Like you come into like a integer limit sort of thing, or
yeah, something like that.
Floating point precision gets wonky.
Yeah, I know that there's a way that some developers solve that for like large scale open world games and stuff. Oh my goodness, I beat the room. Nice. Mike has beaten the room.
Oh, let's go, Mike.
Let's go. Cool. Right, okay. So this battery first. But I think what we were talking about is, you said you want to, or if you want to take it any further, it depends on interest, and if you can get it to like a sort of done enough state.
Yeah, I think it like no matter what, I'm gonna get it to what I think is like a done enough sort of state, because I have some like gripes with its like current state. I think I want like at least like 20-ish levels, something like that.
Okay.
And then to kind of, I will, spoiler alert, there is a jump upgrade, and
Oh.
I really should have, in hindsight, I really should have ordered jump before blaster,
Mhm.
because staircasing is cool, but
But
some, you know, you ever get sort of locked into like one particular mechanic, and you're like, how much can I do with this mechanic? And
yeah,
you do,
yeah.
you kind of find the limit, and then you leave the limit in the game.
I forgot to break the fucking thing.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Lamau.
this is yeah, and then this is another thing I ran into place listing where I'm like, oh, I maybe should have added like some light, like a sort of horizontal line along the wall to remind people to blaster, because again, it's like multiple concepts being asked of right here,
Mm.
like way too early into like player experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
Which is,
Yeah. It's
You know,
jam
it's
game,
good to-
jam game.
Game jam.
Yeah.
Where's my copium?
Where's that come from? Yes. Sorry, you were saying that?
Yeah, I think, yeah, if I get to a point I'm kind of happy with, like with 20 levels, I think then it's kind of like if people like it, like if it somehow gets like naturally gets like traction somehow, and people are like, oh, I want more, like this should be like a bigger somewhat thing, then I of course would like be down to consider doing that. But
Lamau.
more realistically, 20 levels, I'm cooked. I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny you say that because one of our community members, Victor, who did not participate in the 2023 game Big Mo Jam, but did randomly happen upon participating in this one. Is this like a checkpoint, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a respawn point. It didn't. There used to not be one there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Thank you to my hot wife.
Yes. Yes. Her hotness is radiant. You must respect it. What the hell was it saying there? Right. So Victor, he's literally said something along the lines of, "Nothing has wasted more human time than the phrase. This could be a whole complete game on Steam."
Oh yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But Victor's he's a bit of a downer. We don't listen to Victor all the time.
Hey,
If you're just joining us, Victor, he might be in here. I don't know.
I think there's a healthy amount of cynicism with, you know, that sort of stuff.
Yes.
Maybe not cynicism, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. Manage your expectations, kind of thing.
yeah, pragmatism, we'll call it.
Right.
So.
I think personally, if I were forced to come up with a take on it, it'd probably be like, it really just depends on how confident you are personally that you actually are able to complete it within a timely fashion. I am still working on my Big Mo 2023 jam game, by the way, which is Teleco 20XX, and that's an experimental horror game, indie horror, you know. Oh, daring art, daring today, but
I mean, yeah, it's game's a game. Fun's fun.
Yeah. It also it just depends. Like everything is in the execution and everything. So I'm hoping to do some silly executions. But that aside, yeah. So you said 20-ish levels. How many levels are in this?
I think it's 6, and then there was a bonus level that I was gonna put as an Easter egg, but that got scoped out pretty fast. And also that level was just like, you think this is a lot of staircasing.
Yeah. The bonus level was the staircase.
The bonus level, one might be hard pressed to call it a reward, and off of vibes alone.
Maybe I don't need to do this one, or do I? Yeah. Maybe, perhaps.
Spoiler alert.
Mayhaps.
You will need one more block.
So I fucked myself.
Yeah, you had it until you dropped it into the pit. Which was immediately like as I like clicked the like publish or submit button, and then had to scramble to go to my D&D session that I had to go to before the end of the jam. I was thinking, like, you know, this level would have been much cooler and much more fun if, instead of like having to like shuffle blocks through this 2-gap wide pit, you had to cover the pit to like make it more expedient.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
like
yes,
completely
yes.
inverting the point of this level. In hindsight, made a little much more sense.
Lamo. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've all been there, I think.
Yeah.
You, as soon as you ship it, it's just some instant regret.
Yeah.
Actually, a funny thing. During the boss rush jam, where I made that action game that I was talking about,
Mm.
the gimmick was that you had to pick up different kinds of weapons and like sort of experiment with them. And one of the weapons was like hard countered by one of the bosses. And the last thing that I did was make it so that the hitbox extended so that you could hit it while grounded because there was a lot of jumping involved.
Yeah.
And that basically made it the most broken weapon against that boss.
Yeah, you balanced it for one fight and it just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it like took out all of the intrigue, I think. Like all the weapons were basically equivalently effective against all the bosses, and it wasn't as interesting. I would have kept that in the other way if I had known.
Yeah.
But I literally exported with like a minute left. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll extend the hitbox upper. Did you have any like what was your final hours on it?
My final hours was honestly just like making the itch.io page, because again, kind of first solo jam and first time I've like been managing the like I guess logistic aspect of it, you know?
Yeah, the itch page.
So it's like getting some screenshots really quick. Initially, like when I first submitted it to just like make it on the deadline, I just uploaded it with the title card or the thumbnail just being like the sprite sheet for the battery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that looked
it's like whatever.
I could tell immediately by the like little analytics. I'm like, okay, I don't think people are vibing with it.
Wow. Yeah.
So that it was kind of like fixing that sort of stuff up. I've had like I scrambled in the last 2 hours to implement jumping.
In the last 2 hours?
Yeah.
Like, did you already have it, like, the basics of it, or did you from scratch be like, I want jumping in this game now?
I knew I wanted jumping, but I was deciding between 3 other mechanics to add. And I was like, I'll add at least 2, and then only had the time to add 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it was jumping was what I ended up going with. The other 2 was just like rolling, like so just rolling under one of those like 1 bio gaps, which I thought might be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then water, like have the crit boxes float on water.
Okay. Wait, is there water in this build?
No.
Okay.
I realized water would be crazy difficult to just add. Like, oh, just add water.
Right.
Just code buoyancy. That's never gone wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're using Godot. There's a lot of very convenient things in Godot, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. That being said, I typically don't end up using the like stock physics in Godot.
Oh my god, you people are crazy.
All those boxes are literally static bodies instead of rigid bodies. All that kind of stuff.
I guess that makes sense for something like this. It's very very quantized.
I add gravity to them and like.
By the way, I realized that I wasn't streaming the game, so you're at a delay. So here you go.
Oh yeah. All good.
Oh my god, did I fuck myself? No.
I think you're okay. I think you just gotta.
I didn't staircase this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Am I fine? I think I'm not fine. I think I killed myself.
It's possible.
It's over. It's over.
It's over.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's a new one.
Yes. We're learning new things every day. But yeah.
I do promise this is I guarantee the hardest, most tedious level.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
Listen, I've literally during the Big Mo 2023 jam, I think I played probably the most difficult games that existed for that jam, and beating them took several hours. Like, yeah. I even 100%ed Aru's game. He developed a bullet hell called Rochefort, and it took me like 5 or 6 hours of continuous playtime to beat one of the levels because it required not taking any damage. So yeah, I'm usually locked into this process.
And is Twangling Blimp, that's Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, the trophy is the end.
Ooh.
That is as far as I got. I did not have time to make. I wanted to make a victory screen and a title card, of course, but that was that fell through in the scramble.
Dang.
Yeah.
It happens. I need to pick this up before I self die. Okay. Here we go. I also noticed that you have some nice little smears on this frightwork.
Oh yeah. Those are hand drawn, the schmears.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
What did I do? I think I have to put this down up here.
Everything except
Oh.
the.
No, I think I fucked myself again. This is the same time as last time. Unless. No.
Unless.
Unless. No.
No.
I almost had a big brain moment and then I ran out of battery. It's fine. Okay. What the hell was I going towards here? Okay, like this, like that. But yeah, do you think that you would add the like the story about the MP3 player or something if you were to play the game?
I think so, because I would probably extend the music tracks. I'd probably add a couple more like mechanics, and I really do think the game the concept does open up a lot more once you add jumping at the very least.
Yeah.
Because I think this is like a necessary segment of the game to like kind of teach the fundamentals about like moving these blocks around. But at some point, like staircasing becomes pretty tedious, and you shouldn't have to like. The solution to everything shouldn't be like, at what point in time do I staircase these blocks to one point of the level, right? And jumping kind of lets you bypass that and also kind of explore a little bit more.
Yes.
Beforehand.
The aforementioned dev of Cogmo, incidentally. Oh my god, I didn't pick up the battery again. Still working on Cogmo. Although, instead of doing the thing where it's a non-jumping game, he has remade the game around jumping.
Yeah.
So already.
I do. It is hard without jumping. Like there does for a lot of games. It just opens up the game more. You know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that meme or post or something where somebody's like, whenever people open up a new video game, they're always like, "Does this game have jumping?" But it's like, when's the last time you jumped in real life? When is the last time you traversed something by jumping? Yeah, that's right. Oh, that was funny.
That's a good question.
I just like did a quick turnaround and climbed the air.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah, very good. I'm
I
developing
do know
tech.
with the way that this game's programmed, like the state machine in particular. I know that I think there's a couple like state transitions where technically you have like a frame to do some nonsense if you so desire.
Always. I'm always down for
Yeah.
some nonsense.
I remember at one point the moment you put down a block, the moment you put down a block you could
Again.
the moment you put down a block you could immediately like climb on top of it even if it was in another block, and you could keep climbing into that other block, and you could essentially like build a ladder out of the blocks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I decided not to keep that in.
Yeah. It seems
Yeah.
it might be what I have learned from Mike is known as a race condition. That if you input a certain frame, then yeah, you do some silly shit.
Yeah, my spaghetti code fix was literally just to have it wait a frame before taking that that input to climb.
I think Mike did something similar where you had to wait a frame, but he instead put it in the ready statement or something.
Oh yeah, I put it in the update itself, like
yeah,
like in the process.
Yes.
Or
Let me
physics
get
process, one
up
of those.
here. Battery. Yes, delicious battery. Okay. What the hell was I gonna say? Were there any other like funny hacks that you had to do that you felt like why am I doing this?
There was a period of time where I did learn one thing in particular to know about it. I learned about like auto loads, which are basically like globals, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which are very handy for not having to like pass around like a certain bit of code to everything else, right?
That's actually.
So,
Oh my god, am I gonna die?
no,
Nice,
you're good,
made
you're
it.
good.
And
Don't
I can
forget
shoot the thing.
Don't forget. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Alright,
And now
let's
we staircase.
No, you don't. No. You don't need a staircase.
I don't need a
You're
staircase.
good. Oh no.
What did I just do? Okay, never mind.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm fine. Am I fine though? Do I have the power?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Yes! Woo!
Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. I was full.
Damn, wait, that's the checkpoint, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you were saying about autoloads. Love autoloads.
Yeah.
All hail the global singleton. Thank you, top of the
Yeah.
year.
So for a while, I was like passing around like, because different objects can like kill the player, right?
Mhm.
Like for example, those stalactites, they fall on the player, they'll like kill the player, right?
Yeah.
And so I was figuring like, well, how do I possibly get that to happen like simply and easily and the way I've like coded everything else, because that's one of the few things that like isn't interactable that kills the player in this type of game, right?
Mhm.
Normally it's the energy that kills the player.
Yeah.
And there's like of course multiple ways to do that, but I was like, look, if there's gonna be multiple different like objects or like things that could like kill the player, let's just make a global kill player signal, you know?
Right.
In an auto load, and you know.
Actually, yeah. That's one of the uses. Like, it doesn't feel unclean to have like a signal bus sometimes, where you just have.
No, not at all.
Yeah, it's just like, well, why would I need this to be a local anything? Just kill the player, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've done enough programming and, you know, not necessarily game projects, but just in other like, quote unquote real world.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Projects where, you know, it's very faux pas to like, oh, I'm gonna solve this with a global. And
Yes.
I'm gonna put globals everywhere.
That is the thing that I do when I'm crunching and I simply need it to work the way that I need it to work.
Yeah, no, it's really easy to make it work with globals, but then, yeah, I guess when I went
Not
into
sustainable
designing it-
whatsoever once you get past a certain
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I think one of the extra reasons why I kind of fell out of like I didn't meet my like original scope is that I kind of focused hard on like scalability first, like at least some semblance of it, right?
Mhm.
So like I can make rooms independently and then kind of stitch them together easily. There's like a debug menu in like the debug build for this game where I
Mhm.
can just kind of load in to it as needed, so I don't have to like, so I can just see it as it is in there.
Mhm.
And so it feels like really easy to like implement things and like add them. Of course there's like a good amount of spaghetti, but it's not like it's one of the rare times where I feel like I could actually just like build on top of it, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
At least for a period of time, until I'm like, oh no, that was a dumb take.
Well, hey, if all you need to do is expand it out to 20 levels, then you're basically there.
Exactly.
Also, yes, top of the year is the developer of Titan, Terraforming Initiative. Wait, hold on. There's a thread in here for it. Terraforming Initiative with tenuous acronym name. It's the if you notice, there's a big mode channel on the server that a bunch of people have posted their progress stuff in. So that is top of the year's project. Yes. Let me think here. Right. Yeah. So man, when I'm crunching, it's just like literally, it far surpasses just globals. Like, I'll make redundant globals. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Exactly.
when I was learning Go for the first time for the jam last year, the program wouldn't close when I wanted it to, so I made a global variable called kill this program or something, and then I just put it in
Yeah.
a physics process, like if true, kill program. It's just
Yeah.
like I wasn't asking. Like, I tried to call it only once and it wouldn't do it, so I'm just like, nope, it's just gonna your life will be endless suffering until you actually pull the trigger.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I'm
we
sure
all
there's-
come with some funny solutions under pressure.
Yeah, exactly. think I've got a couple more of those like little things, but I can't think of them at the top of my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever put like weird jokes inside of your code?
Oh, absolutely. Normally I try to keep them at least like PG-13, but
Yeah.
they are, but at most, but yeah.
Oh, I see. Anything that you'd like to mention?
No.
No. Okay.
I've definitely left like comments like this sucks.
This sucks.
Hire a better programmer.
Well, no. Yes.
Yeah.
Even if nobody will ever see it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Find programmer who will work for cheap.
Lamo. Yeah. We've all been there. Okay, so I get this box. And then I think I need a staircase to this stalactite. I sort of I tunnel visioned and then I realized, oh wait, there's a stalactite there. I probably need to interact with that somehow. I'm fairly certain. Wait.
I will say,
the wheels
remember you can shoot the stalactites down though.
Oh, true, from any height.
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, Do I have the energy? I wonder. We'll find out. Okay.
I believe.
Yes. Okay, up. Oh god. No, it's over.
I think it's fine.
Yeah. No. Well, I figured it out. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, I definitely realized that there's some like more visual types of hints that I could like give to the player, that type of stuff.
I think you're doing pretty good at I guess like organically showing where you need to be. Particularly
I think
the first area.
I just feel like there could be a couple inorganic elements, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would definitely benefit from just like, what the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, you just yeah.
Okay.
It was just in a box.
Yes.
See, this is actually, if it was a 2.5D game the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a multi-dimensional game.
Yes.
The lighting is funny over there.
Yeah, that was a limitation with Godot's Light 2D. It can only, apparently each object on there can only calculate like some 16 of the first lights that it like encounters.
Oh.
So after that point, it just stops adding in additional lights, but it doesn't like do it by order proximity. It just does it off of like node ID, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Yeah, that would be one change that I would make. I think I would replace these light 2D nodes with just like, basically just alpha'd like spheres.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
The RPG Maker solution.
Exactly.
I don't know if you yeah.
I have not, but yeah.
You get the idea.
Yeah. I know enough about RPG Maker to know that I don't think it has any like built-in lighting sort of options.
Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Also, Mike has apparently left a slightly critical comment on your itch. Please don't be mad. Oh, I actually I forgot. I don't know if you're here when I was interviewing Mike, who is my jam partner, by the way. So I was sort of interviewing myself as well. But I forgot to ask Mike the most important question of all. Are you mad at me? But no, that's just a joke.
Gotcha.
Mike gets like really zoned in when he's working on something and stops talking, and I'm just like, are you mad at me? Is that why you're not talking? But what was I gonna say? Are people in your life generally aware that you're working on projects like this when you're working on them?
Yeah, I'm usually pretty open about that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Because it's kind of foreign to me that how people are, I guess, not like tight-lipped, but they're just like, they don't mention it. And it's like, nah, if I'm talking with somebody, I'm just like, yeah, I'm working on this thing. That's why I'm busy. I'm dead. Wow, what even just made true.
Yeah. No, Mike, I read the review. I think it was a very fair review, honestly.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
We're all friends here.
Yeah.
We're not mad here. We're not mad. I'm not mad.
You know, sometimes you just gotta run with take a concept, run with it, and by the time you realize maybe there's a couple faults in it, it's day 6.
It's day 6. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our final like time spent on the jam was like me trying to get the cutscene in at any cost, and
Yeah.
and then hoping that nothing breaks when we finally drop it in, because that was the last hour. I was just like, Mike,
yeah.
please, a little more time. And then he's just like, okay, you should probably start wrapping up soon. And it's like, yep. But yeah,
just, before you go down there, by the way, just shoot the gun twice.
oh, you are totally correct.
This is one of those inorganic places. I could have done a little inorganic, so to speak.
Yeah. I think it might benefit from like a higher contrast of the background, like the graphics themselves or something. Because
so.
It's easy to just like blend in. Like I just fog my eyes and it's over. I can't see it.
Yeah, I limited myself to use like the Pico 8 like color palette.
Right.
And I ended up choosing a lot of like the blue grays. So so for like almost everything. So yeah, the contrast I think is a issue there. And the lights help a little bit, but that's only because they're essentially adding like a little orange to it.
Right. Yeah, I mean it still looks great. But yeah, I would perhaps contrast them a bit more.
Yeah.
Let me think here. What did I just do? I am trying to staircase the box. Am I trying to staircase? I don't need to.
I think you're just going up there.
I don't need to staircase at all. I just thought that I needed to. On that topic, how much time did you spend on the puzzle design?
I would say probably a good like quarter of it. Kind of front loaded on the there's the jump.
Nice.
And you can also climb when you jump up too.
Perfect. I feel like that means that this is the cakewalk. I'm probably home free now.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So you said you spent a quarter of the time on the puzzle design. Designing a clever puzzle that doesn't seem like too easy does seem like it's like very daunting, right? But it's also easy to overtune the difficulty of a puzzle, because you know the solution, of course.
Exactly. No, that's why I ended up adding the hey, you got the high school football trophy back. Let's go.
And I died. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I can still jump. Does it give me a double jump? No.
No.
But sorry, you're saying?
I don't remember what I was saying, actually, sorry.
Overtuning difficulty.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I initially designed these, I think I designed them all with, like, one less battery than, like, is conceivably fun. When you're, like, verges on fun, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, going back and forth with my wife on that was very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. We've collected the high school football trophy.
Yeah.
Cool game. I do enjoy it. And yeah, if you take it any further, I'm curious to see where it goes.
Thank you.
Did you have any other weird little details? Any funny stories? Development issues?
No, I think everything was pretty smooth. I had a really good. I definitely learned a lot. I feel like doing it solo like this. I definitely learned the value of a team, the value of having someone there to sanity check you.
Yeah, that being your hot wife.
That being my hot wife.
Wonderful. Well, thanks to her as well.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if this is a bug or not, but I think I just don't have enough energy to jump or something. Do you spend energy to jump?
That was intentional.
That you can't jump here?
Yeah. If you run out of energy, you can't jump.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm wiggling.
Yeah, jumping. Yeah. It's a bonus. You can wiggle for free, though.
I can wiggle for free. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, learned a lot then. And do you think you'll be doing more game jams in the near future?
I think so. I think I've got an IRL friend. He's in my like melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee scene.
Nice, nice, nice.
We're gonna do I think the Godot jam that's coming up in February together, like in person. So that'll be beast.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, if you stick around the server, then we would probably all like to see your progress if you wish to share. But if not, yeah, very a pleasure to have you.